One of the world's most infamous and influential criminal organizations is the Genovese Family. Through the years, it has been linked to everything from loan sharking to racketeering. But the family's perseverance has kept them successful for over a century. This video discusses 3 strategies that helped the Genovese Mafia remain dominant. Who were the Genovese Family? The Genovese crime family is often recognized as one of the most powerful and renowned organized criminal groups in the United States. This is due to the fact that the Genovese crime family has a substantial presence in the New York metropolitan area. The Genovese crime family has been linked to a wide variety of unethical activities, some of which include racketeering in the construction and labor industries, gambling, loan sharking, extortion, bribery, money laundering, and the distribution of illegal drugs. Others of these activities include bribery and money laundering, racketeering, fraud. The name of the family is almost associated with the notion that it is one of the 5 families that is both the most powerful and the most mysterious. Its effect may be felt not just in New York, but also in other parts of the United States and even in other countries. It is not limited to simply New York. Given that the Genovese crime family has been operational for more than a century, there is a strong probability that they will continue to be a serious rival in the criminal underworld for many years to come. This is because the Genovese crime family has been active for more than a century. If you want to learn more about the Genovese crime family, keep watching this video. You'll find out how they corrupted the masses through bribery and influencing of public figures. They were able to gain influence over many powerful people in New York City and beyond. They were able to use their power to gain control over businesses, politicians, and even the public property. So keep watching and find out. Power consolidation. The authority inside the Genovese family was solidified via the use of a hierarchical structure. At the top of the system was a capo, who was in control of multiple crews of soldiers and accomplices. Because of this organizational structure, the family was able to exert control over a wide range of criminal activities, including as extortion, gambling, loan sharking, drug trafficking, and labor racketeering. In addition to infiltrating labor unions, the criminal family known as the Genovese was responsible for establishing cartels in various industries, including construction and transportation, which allowed them to expand their influence and bolster their power. In addition to this, they relied on force to eliminate any potential rivals. They engaged in corrupt practices, including bribery, in order to earn the favor of political figures and members of the law enforcement community. Genovese contributed $200,000 to the construction of the fascist barracks, as well as to the purchase of the power plants. In the end, they resorted to murder as well as other acts of violence in order to maintain their dominance over the region.
Violence? What violence?
Corrupting the masses. The Genovese family was able to operate their criminal business with relatively little hindrance because they influenced prominent officials via the use of bribery and intimidation, as well as other underhanded tactics. By bestowing gifts and other advantages into politicians, the Genovese crime family was able to purchase protection from law enforcement as well as favors and other advantages. This might comprise granting favors in exchange for bribes, such as contracts or access to publicly owned property, amongst other types of advantages. This criminal family is also well known for their employment of a variety of different forms of intimidation in order to get the results they desired. If you're interested in New York's criminal underworld and want to learn more, then look no further than the Secret Buzzer channel. We have engaging and educational videos that provide an in-depth look into the most notorious crime families in New York. From the rise and fall of the mob to the gritty reality of organized crime, our videos are sure to keep you coming back for more. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe to our channel and get ready to dig deep into the world of New York's crime families.
I subscribe to that.
Public intimidation. Threats, intimidation, and violence were employed by the Genovese family to maintain control over their domain and enforce their laws. To keep an eye on law enforcement and operations to alert them to potential dangers, they also used a vast network of informants and friends. To frighten the public, the Genovese crime family employed several strategies, including violence, extortion, bribery, and threats. They had a reputation for threatening individuals who assisted the police while harassing, intimidating, and even killing those who didn't. They were also known to target and threaten members of the public engaged in lawful activities that opposed the criminal activities of the Genovese crime family. They were also known to extort money from businesses.
Extorted money from him?
Prostitution. During the 1980s, the Genovese family was investigated for and found guilty of a number of offenses that were connected to prostitution. In the 1990s and 2000s, the Genovese family's power and influence declined, which resulted in a reduction of the family's participation in the prostitute industry. The Genovese family has a long history of engaging in several criminal enterprises, such as prostitution. The Genovese family played a prominent part in the local prostitution networks throughout the 1940s and 1950s in New York City. During this time period, the Genovese family was in command of organized criminal operations in the city. The Genovese family maintained their involvement in the prostitute business throughout the 1960s and 1970s, in large part due to the fact that it maintained its grip over the Tenderloin district of Manhattan.
Prostitution.
The fact that we continue to investigate the mafia shows that they refuse to learn from their mistakes, and they recognize that they will be brought to justice for their various crimes. What crimes, you ask? We won't bore you with the details here. Head over to our other videos specially made on this. Here you go. 5 things only the New York crime families could do. With that said, see you on the other side.